Well, it's Thursday. We've been to the senior center, had a great meal, played lots of cards. A very sweet lady and I got to the head table. If you keep winning there, you get to stay. And we stayed most of the afternoon. We lost right at 3 o'clock when it was time to quit. So, with rare exception, we were at the head table the whole afternoon. That's unusual for me, I'll tell you for sure. Probably wasn't for her. Well, going back to Elkhart, I was shocked. You know, when I was at Hartner, I either just didn't notice or we had more of a range of salaries. My golly, it really shook me when I was working the first month on the business of getting the paychecks ready to go. All elementary teachers in Elkhart received either $2,800 a year, $2,900, or $3,000. And I mean all. That included teachers that had taught 15 to 25 years, had master's degrees, were extremely talented, experienced teachers, and it included at least one young lady that had just gotten out of a 2-year program. Yes, in those days in Kansas, you could still hire people with only a couple of years of college as teachers. Of course, wasn't much back past that when my sister-in-law, Nadine, married my older brother. She taught elementary school in Kansas with just a summer school at Emporia. So I guess progress had been made that you needed a 2-year degree. Well, doggone it, it bothered me, and I began to reflect on the fact that all of the textbooks, all of the professors, instructors of school administration courses at Peabody and at Greeley, if they got on salaries at all, it was you should reward teachers for the level of preparation that they have, and there should be increments for experience. In other words, you should have a salary schedule. So I began to talk it up. We need to work on a salary schedule. We need to see if we can do something about raising the level of pay for the least experienced teachers and the teachers with the higher degrees. Well, the first thing I know, I don't remember. Later I find the notebook that's got clippings made of copies of articles that went into the Elkhart Tri-State News while I was there. I may find out some facts that I can report. But I don't really remember whether we got one in or not, but I do know what happened pretty early in the process. One of the teachers came to me and said, "Mr. Riggs, I just can't get excited about your salary schedule." My salary schedule? It was my reaction internally, but I didn't say anything. And she went on to say, "I can't get excited about your salary schedule because I just love the little children so much that I would teach for free." Well, she meant it. She was Mrs. Bartley Bloodhart. And he and his family had not only a local drugstore, but they had a drugstore or two in other towns. They were good business operators. And I don't have any doubt. She could have taught for free and could have dressed just as well, and she was a good dresser. Sharp lady. She could have driven just as pretty a new Buick every year or two as she did. She could have done it for free, no problem. Salary didn't mean anything to her. She really meant what she said. She would teach for free. She loved the kids that much. Oh, teachers like that are hard to find. Well, we didn't, as far as I can remember right now, get a salary schedule in. But even though I can't remember for sure we did or we didn't, I can tell you for sure I will never forget the lady telling me, "I can't get excited about your salary schedule." And it's particularly meaningful to me to relate this because later at Alamosa, the teachers said I was anti-teachers. Huh.